lying in the water there. And it was
Awesome,
really
awesome. Now, the other question, when you decide, you talk about the Cult album, when you decide, okay, we're done doing covers, excellent covers of different bands, and we want to start doing our own music, how hard was that step? Like, okay, I mean, we're doing great things but with songs that already have been written, and start doing your own songs.
Basically, the Cult album was kind of like a new beginning of the entire band, basically, and the change of attitude, how to think of this project and
musically, the change happened actually quite smooth and very natural. That there was a couple of own songs. The whole idea of making own songs came after I made like 30 or 40 arrangements already from different metal songs, and then I was like, why not to try to do something own? And already on the second album there was 3 songs, and after touring with the Inquisition Symphony album, the feeling was like, okay, what is exciting next? What is exciting for us? And it was obvious for us that we need to go to the direction that we write our music by ourselves. And it was a hard process because the record label on that time, they wanted us to make one more cover album, and we had a big massive fight with them while we were in studio. You know,
well,
they tried to call the studio and we didn't pick up the phone, and we were like, no, you know, they sent us papers that, okay, we will sue you now, you know, to the court. And so it was that you can hear in a way on Cult album that it was a result of, you know, really, you know, we knew what we want to do and everybody else wanted to push us away from what we wanted to do, and so we had to really fight for the album. And I think if we would have not done that for the Cult album, the band would not exist anymore. So we also got very excited after 2 albums that we want to find what is Apocalyptica. You know, we were just cello players. 2 albums, we were cello players who wanted to play metal music for fun. But then suddenly we started to be a band, and then we started to try to find out what is our musical identity. And I think that's the thing what we are updating with every album. Every album is it's just an adventure to the world of Apocalyptica on its time. Awesome. The album is done.
Awesome. Now, we know how important at the beginning of your career was, of course, Metallica. Do you remember that first time that you met them?
Yeah.
How was
Very well.
Tell us a little bit about the experience.
First time we met them was already '96. It was crazy. It was maybe our 5th show.
Okay.
With Apocalyptica, and we were playing as a support, opening them in Helsinki. We played 2 evenings, and first evening, James, he flew earlier than the other band into Finland, that he was able to see the show.
Awesome.
And after the show, he came to us. We just played 20 or 25 minutes, but it was crazy in the big arena. And he came to us and he was, oh, this was cool. And then we were packing our cellos and he was saying to somebody, man, these guys, they are really heavy.
Awesome, awesome. And I get that for you was a real big personal satisfaction, right? Like,
yeah, sure. And then he was to the rest of the Metallica guys that you have to come to see this thing. And next day everybody was there, you know, watching our opening thing. And since then we've been playing with them time to time. Almost every year now recently, you know, one show there, one show there, and it's been great that suddenly the whole thing has become more collegial, you know, that we are musicians, they are musicians, and that's all about it.
It's a great way of seeing it. And now talking about covers, is there any cover that you practice during the rehearsal that you really like to play, but you never release it? Like, yeah, we love to play that song where we practice, but we never release it.
Actually, we never released a version of Seek and Destroy, for example.
Oh, really?
But
awesome.
we perform it almost every time. And
yeah,
it's yeah, and we have some others. So
and we have even recorded some like covers, but they haven't turned out to be so good that they could be released. So
can you tell us one, just one, to know, to all of your fans to know what they're missing?
I won't tell it.
It's a top secret.
Yeah, I'm really ashamed. And it might leak somewhere. So.
I'm talking about Rosanna or Africa.
Yeah. The whole Toto's 2 first albums have been done. Georgie Porgy and all that.
Awesome. Well, now I was reading your webpage yesterday, And I read something that caught my attention. I don't know if it's true. I guess that it's true because it's in your webpage.
Of course, everything's true over there.
About the song Beautiful. Do you really record it naked?
Sure.
You were like, fuck it, let's...
You know, the thing is that Mikko was playing bass because we wanted to capture the song live. And 3 cellos were not enough. So we got an idea. Okay, Mikko, you play contrabass, double bass.
And I think it's simple because bass players, they are dumb monkeys anyway. So I thought if I'm gonna play bass, I started to drink immediately and took my clothes off. That's what bass players do. They
and after a couple of takes, the producer was like, "Guys, I think you should be all naked."
It's not working like this.
It's not working like this. And we all took clothes off, and suddenly we got great takes.
Yeah. And how was the energy? Awesome.
Great, fantastic, good vibration.
Awesome, and the weather?
It's always fun. You know, if somebody gets naked, it's always fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's really Finnish thing. I think, like our producer being American, he's kind of like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, and like, but for us, it's like a state of mind. It's nothing sexual. It's just having fun.
Of course.